Hey guys, welcome back. It's Krystal. So today I'm finally filming a pregnancy vlog for you guys. I've been wanting to do these weekly and I have not been motivated. I have not been energized enough to film a lot, as I've said in a couple recent videos, but today I'm feeling pretty good. So I decided to film on my day off. The last pregnancy vlog, or I guess I should say the first pregnancy vlog that I filmed, was when I was 15 weeks pregnant. I'm pretty sure it was at 15 weeks. And as of today, which is Wednesday, I am 20 weeks pregnant. So I am 5 months pregnant. My husband and I get to find out the gender of the baby tomorrow. I'm so excited. Initially, my husband and I had decided that we were not going to find out the gender of the baby through the entire pregnancy until delivery. And I thought that would be so hard but exciting at the same time, because this whole time that you're pregnant, you would have this anticipation, what is the gender, what is the gender? During delivery, it would be so amazing just to kind of find out that way. I think it would be such a wonderful surprise. But as time progressed, my husband was like, no, we need to find out the gender. And I'm like, I was still all about not finding out, but my husband is pretty persistent about finding out. And I was like, you know what, that's fine. We'll find out. I guess it would be easier for me anyway, because I'm a planner. I like to get organized. I like to plan. So knowing the baby's gender would be so much easier to decorate the nursery and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, we'll find out the gender if that's what you want to do. So we get to find out the baby's gender tomorrow. I'm so excited. Our appointment's like at 7:10 a.m. It's super early in the morning. So I'm so excited. I can't believe this time has already come. These 5 months have gone by so quickly. It's just unbelievable. So yeah, it's been like a month since I've done my first pregnancy vlog. I've been wanting to do them weekly, and I thought that they would be easier to film than other videos that I have filmed on my channel in the past. But honestly, just filming in general has been hard because of my fatigue. But I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to feel more energized. As you guys can probably tell, I'm totally out of breath. Whew, take a breather there for a second. But just like talking and having conversations, it really just takes the wind out of me. Like, I'm totally out of breath. I felt like I just ran a marathon. It's crazy. It's because your uterus goes up, so it's pushing on your lungs, so you have less like lung space, air volume, whatever you want to call it. So that's why they say you're out of breath. But if you want to know what makeup I have on, I do have a get ready with me either going to post before this video or after this video. Once it goes up, I will link it in the description box, or if you go to my channel or just stay posted, you know, it will be up eventually. So yeah, I did a tutorial. I was feeling like, oh, I want to do like a couple of videos today. So I was feeling pretty good today. I woke up early, had a good breakfast, decided to film. I wanted to get my day started early. Sometimes I kind of just lounge around on the couch for hours after I get up, and I'm like, you know what, today is a good day. It's beautiful weather outside here in Arizona. It's been like in the late 70s and it's just beautiful. So why would I want to miss any part of the day? So I wanted to get my day rolling early today. So that is why I decided to film a few videos today, and I need to go run some errands after this. But I just want to talk a little bit about my pregnancy. So the last month has been kind of up and down. So I think on week 16, I'm kind of remembering like during all the weeks like how I felt. I was trying to keep track of that for you guys so that when I do film this pregnancy vlog, I could kind of give you like those weekly details that I was going to talk about in weekly videos that I didn't ever film. So week 16, I remember I think I had a migraine 2 days in a row. I felt terrible. I just didn't feel good. So I did suffer from a couple migraines that week. So then week 17 came around and I caught a cold. I was miserable. So prior to getting this cold, I had been sneezing for like 3 weeks straight. I was sneezing every single day. So I was very insistent that I had allergies. And because I've never had it where I've been sneezing every single day, like every single day. I was like, I don't know if like all of a sudden I have allergies to my dogs. Is there a lot of dust? Like I was trying to figure it out. So I had to work one Saturday, a really long shift at work. And I kind of was debating like, I don't know, I just felt kind of off, and I was like, I don't know if I'm getting sick or if I have allergies. Like I just kind of kept debating back and forth. Well, that day my nose started running at work like continuously. It would not stop running. and I kind of was starting to feel a little worse, but I was still insistent that I had allergies because I was going through these sneezing episodes. I was like sneezing after sneeze after sneeze after sneeze. Like I would sneeze like 5 times in a row, and then like an hour later I would sneeze again 5 times in a row. Like I was just sneezing so much, but my nose was also running so much, but I was just insistent that I had allergies. So I kept telling the physician's assistant that I work with, I was like, I have allergies, I have allergies. So anyways, the next day I had to work again on Sunday, but it was a little bit of a shorter shift, like an 8-hour shift. And same thing, I felt a little bit worse. My nose was still running and I kept sneezing, and I was still insistent that I had allergies. And then when we were about to leave our shift, go home, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna have a cold. That is it. I don't have allergies. I have a cold because I don't feel that good. And she's like, yeah, I think you have a cold too. And I'm like, that sucks because I'm trying my hardest to prevent from getting the flu, from getting a cold. I wear a mask at work. I wear gloves at work. So I was really trying my hardest to prevent from getting sick. But sometimes it's just inevitable being around sick people all the time. I was like, that's it. I have a cold. The following day, which was Monday, I had off from work. And that day I felt like complete, utterly crap. I did not feel good at all. My nose was running like a faucet. Like it would not stop running. I went through 3 Kleenex boxes. I just felt really, really cruddy, and I was sneezing. Like same thing, sneezing after sneeze after sneeze after sneeze. And I've never sneezed so much in my entire life. Like those 3 days combined, I had never sneezed that much in my entire life put together. Like it was just crazy how much I was sneezing. I was feeling really cruddy that day, and I was like, you know what? I need to take some kind of medication. I need something. Like I know when you're pregnant, you're very limited what medications you can take. So I pulled out my OB list of medications that I could take, and I was like, okay, these are the medications. I'm going to Walmart. I feel like crap. I don't want to leave the house, but I have to go get something. And my husband was at work, so he couldn't do it for me. So I went to Walmart, got some chicken noodle soup, some stuff to make grilled cheese sandwiches, because I was like hungry, but like, you know, when you're sick, you kind of just want to eat soups and like grilled cheese. Like you just want something kind of like that. So I got that, and then I also got a thermometer, which I knew I didn't have a fever because I didn't feel feverish at all. But I figured we're having a baby. We don't have a thermometer. I might as well just buy it now. So I bought a thermometer, I bought some Claritin, I bought a nasal spray that was like a more natural, like saline one. And then I bought some kind of Sudafed or something that's approved to take while you're pregnant. So I got all those, came home, took the Claritin. It didn't really work that day at all, but I didn't want to take the Sudafed on top of it because I think the Sudafed was more for congestion, but I was like, my nose was running. I didn't need something to decongest me because my nose was running. I needed something to stop the runniness, like an antihistamine. So I took the Claritin, didn't really work. So I was miserable all day. The next day, on Tuesday, I already called out of work on Tuesday. I was like, there's no way I'm going to work on Tuesday. I'm going to feel like crap. When I woke up on Tuesday, I felt a lot better. Not 100% better, but I felt a lot better. My nose was not running. I don't think it ran all day. I think the Claritin finally kicked in. So I didn't have a runny nose. I still didn't feel 100%. Like I still wanted to just lounge around the house. But I felt so much better. Like I wasn't sneezing I don't think I was sneezing at all, or not as much, not nearly as much. And I wasn't having a runny nose at all. So that Claritin really helped, and it really kicked in. But I also think I had that cold for maybe like 4 days, and I just didn't, I didn't realize it was a cold until like day 3 or something like that. So I think that was part of it. I kind of just had gone through that cold in denial, and then finally, you know, I started feeling better. So yeah, that was an icky cold being pregnant. So I was kind of miserable, but I'm so glad that that's over with, and I hope I don't get sick again. Let me just say, I usually get sick at least once a year around this time, or like towards the end of the year. So it was just, I was kind of just due for a cold, you know, I just was. So that was week 17. Week 18 and 19, I think I felt pretty tired, and I did suffer through some migraines. But some days I felt a little better than others. I almost felt like every time I started to feel good, something would happen. Like I started to feel good and then I got that cold, or I started to feel good and then I get a migraine. Oh yes, week 18, I remember now. So on week 18, I was sleeping. I felt like I had a headache, so I took a Tylenol before I went to bed. When I went to bed, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning with the most excruciating headache. It wasn't my typical migraine, but it was a pretty bad headache where I feel like I have a rubber band like tied around my neck and all this pressure is building in my head. It's like my head's gonna pop. That's what it feels like. And I felt so sick and nauseous. And sometimes laying down or sleeping too long just makes my headaches worse. So even though I would love to just lay there and sleep, I just can't because it makes my migraine worse or my headache worse. So I sat up in bed, then I would lay down, then I would sit up. I didn't know what to do. I was just miserable. And I was like, I'm gonna take a shower. So I took a shower, like a hot shower. I just sat at the bottom of the bathtub. I showered for 1 hour. I just sat there, and while I was in the shower, the hot water just felt so good. I felt better. But as soon as I got out, nope, I felt exactly the same. I was like, you know what? I probably need to eat and take another Tylenol. So that's what I did. And then I laid back down, and I had to go to work that day at 12. Luckily it wasn't early in the morning, but I had to go to work at 12. So I'm like, I need to get rid of this headache. If it does not go away, I am calling into work. I do not care, because I'm not the type to call in. I usually stick it out as best that I can, but it's just, I don't know. While I'm pregnant, I'm not gonna stick it out. I'm just not. So I took the Tylenol, I laid down, I eventually fell asleep, and then when I woke up, I did feel better. I did not feel 100%. I felt like my headache was still lingering, but I felt so much better than I did. So that was week 18. That was luckily just one day of suffering. I think the rest of the days I either felt really tired, and then maybe a couple good days. And then week 19 was last week. I felt pretty good. There was like a day or two where I did have a headache, but not like a migraine, not too bad. So last week I didn't feel too bad, but like I said, it's been like, I've been having a headache like at least every week, it seems. Maybe even a couple times a week sometimes. So today is week 20, and I hope week 20 is a great week. I find out the gender tomorrow, and I just hope I don't suffer from any headaches. Let me just cross my fingers. Cross your fingers for me, guys, because that's like the worst part of this pregnancy. I feel like the fatigue's bad, but at least I could just lay down and get rest when I can, when I'm not working 50 million hours. But when I have a headache, like, I'm just miserable. Like, it sucks. It just sucks, you know? I just can't pop one of my old migraine pills that are prescribed. I just can't. And I wish I could, but I can't. So I just gotta like take the Tylenol and stick it out and hope it works. And drink lots of water. So yeah, I'm starting a new week today. That is pretty much how it's been going for the last month. I have not bought one single thing for the baby, not one. People are like so surprised that I have not gone out shopping. And I think once I find out the gender tomorrow, I'm gonna go a little buck wild, I'm sure. No, I don't think I'll go buck wild, but I think I will start buying things here and there. And then I get to start planning for the nursery once I find out the gender. So there's like a room across, not right across the way from this one, but like catty corner, that's gonna be the nursery. Right now we're just kind of using it as a storage room. There's just a few things in there, but I really want to paint the walls. Right now they're kind of like a beige color, which I used to have in this room. Excuse me. So right now they're just kind of like a beige color, kind of like I used to have in this room. But I think I kind of, like if it's a girl, I kind of want it to paint the walls like a really, really light gray and have purple accents with white furniture. I think that's what I want to do, but I'm not sure yet. And if it's a boy, I don't know. I don't think I told you guys this in my last video, my last pregnancy vlog, but I feel very strongly that I'm having a girl. I don't know why. I have felt that way since the beginning, and I don't know if it's because I want a girl. Obviously, I just want a healthy baby, but you know, some people do have a preference if they want a boy or girl, and I'm just like a girly girl. I like makeup. I'm a girly girl, so I just want a girl. I just do. But if I'm blessed with a boy, I will be very happy with the boy as well. But for some reason, I just feel very strongly that I'm having a girl. I know a lot of moms are kind of right with their instincts, but then a lot of times they're not. So I could be totally wrong. I could be having a boy and I just don't know it. But I feel like it's a girl. My husband feels like it's a girl. My husband really wants a boy, but he feels like it's a girl. And I don't think I told you, we had a 3-month ultrasound, and I can't remember if that was before or after my pregnancy vlog. it might have been that day or after, I can't remember. But the lady, my husband's like, can you tell the gender? And I'm like, it's too early, you can't tell at 3 months. And she's like, well, I'll look between the legs and I'll take a guess, but it's just a guess, don't go by anything. So she looked between the legs and she's like, I think it's a girl, but don't go by anything. And I'm like, well, my husband and I have this feeling it's a girl, but I don't know. You know, it could be a boy. I told my husband, you never know. It could be a boy. So honestly, we will be blessed either way. So I will be happy with just a healthy baby. So I can't remember what I told you guys in the last video. I had that ultrasound where they check, that ultrasound that I'm talking about at 3 months? I think it was at 3 months. They check for like chromosomal disorders and Down syndrome and stuff. That along with the blood work, everything came back normal. So I was really thankful for that, because that can be kind of scary. There's been some scary like pregnancy stories out there, and I'm going to tell you about one in a minute, and it like really broke my heart. But I'm just blessed to be able to, you know, be able to get pregnant and have a baby, honestly, because I have a friend, a coworker, I'm going to cry. I have a coworker that she had been trying to get pregnant for like 5 years or more, and she hasn't been able to, and it just breaks my heart for people like that. I really wish they can get pregnant, like, and it happened so fast for me, and I feel really bad like talking about it to her. I don't think I ever cried on camera before. I'm the type of person that does not show my emotions in front of people. I will run and hide in the bathroom before I cry in front of people, but you know, I'm just being the real me. This is how I am, and plus I'm pregnant, so I'm emotional, but I just feel really blessed to be able to, you know, get pregnant and have a baby. Like I said, my coworker's been trying to get pregnant for a long time, and she hasn't been able to. So whenever I talk about my pregnancy, I kind of feel bad talking about it. And I know she's happy for me, but I just feel bad for her, because I know that's something she wants really bad. So anyways, so I just feel very blessed, and all those women out there that, you know, want to get pregnant and haven't been able to, I just really pray for you guys, and I hope that it will happen. Sometimes there's like a miracle, like people try for like 10 or 15 years and they can't get pregnant, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, after they've been told they're not going to be able to have kids, they just get pregnant out of nowhere. So I hope that's the case, you know, for her. I hope it just happens out of nowhere when she's not expecting it. Whew. Anyways, okay. Now I'm messing up my makeup. So the other story I wanted to bring up was my husband had a coworker that he worked with, and I had met her once. We actually went to a wedding before I was pregnant, and I had met her that one time, and after that one time she asked to be my friend on Facebook. So I accepted her friend request. She seemed like a really nice person. So shortly after that, I guess she found out she was pregnant, and she was like always posting about her pregnancy, and I would always enjoy reading her post. And then I found out I was pregnant, and you know, then I was really intrigued about like following people and listening to people's pregnancy stories, or looking at their belly shots or stuff like that. So just recently she had posted, she was pregnant with quadruplets. I forgot to mention this. So she was pregnant with quadruplets. I guess her and her husband had tried to get pregnant for a long time, and they weren't able to. So I think they did in vitro. And then luckily she had this miracle, and she became pregnant with quadruplets. So I know that happens a lot when you do in vitro. You end up with like twins or triplets or quadruplets. But it's very rare to have quadruplets. You don't hear that very often. So she got pregnant with quadruplets. And she was posting about her pregnancy all the time, and I would always follow her posts because I was just very intrigued about like being pregnant now that I'm pregnant especially. And you know, she was always praying that she would make it, because you know, if you're pregnant with quadruplets or more than one baby, you're most likely gonna, you know, go into labor earlier than the 40 weeks. Like, it happens a lot. I mean, you're carrying more than one child in your belly. So I think she was like 30, maybe 30, 31, 32 weeks, I can't remember exactly. And she posted a comment on her Facebook and a picture of her like having an IV at the hospital, and she said the babies were coming or something like that. And she was like obviously not all the way full term. So I was like, oh, she's gonna have the babies, you know. And then that next day I was taking a shower, and my husband's like do you want to hear some really sad news? And I'm like, well, not really, you know. But he's like, you know, Erica, the one that was pregnant with quadruplets, you know, his coworker. I'm like, yeah, what about her? She had her babies? And he's like, yeah, but she passed away. She didn't make it through her. This is really like emotional for me. And I didn't know her personally, but it like just touched my heart. So anyway, she gave birth to her 4 beautiful babies and they all survived, but she didn't. And when he told me that, I just started like crying in the shower, but I didn't let him know I was crying because, like I said, I don't ever really show emotion, not even to my husband. Like, I try not to cry in front of him. And I don't know why. I think I'm like this because my family doesn't show a lot of emotion. You know, you kind of are like your family. Like, you know, you grow up being a certain way because your family was a certain way. So anyways, so yeah, I just started bawling in the shower because it was just such a touching, sad story. But I'm so happy that her babies made it, but I just feel bad for her husband, you know. He has these 4 beautiful babies and he doesn't have his wife anymore. Anyways, it was like on the news and everything, and yeah, they had like 3 girls and 1 boy, and they named one of the girls after her, and I think they named the boy after the husband. But it was on the news, and they actually were doing like some kind of like fund, like people can make donations, because obviously raising 4 babies on your own, it's like that's gonna cost a lot of money, like financially, and plus the babies were they were born early, so they probably have to be in the hospital for quite some time. I know recently they posted a picture on her Facebook. So what people will do is they'll post something on their Facebook, but they tag her name so that people that are following her see it. And so every time they do that, I get to see. So they posted some pictures of the babies on there. And I think they were still in the hospital. Like, I think that was either like a week or 2 ago. But if I find the link to the story, I'll put it down below in case, you know, they're still doing the donations. If you wanted to make a donation, you could. You know, even any little bit helps. Like even $1 would help. Like if everybody donated like $1, that would help them. So I don't know. I didn't know them personally, and I met her once, but it just touched my heart. It was such a sad story. And I guess being pregnant, like hearing about these types of stories makes me more emotional than it would, you know, before being pregnant. But anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I just feel like really blessed to be able to have a baby. So I have never cried on camera. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Every time I talk about that story, it just makes me emotional. So let's move on to a happy note. Whew. But just keep that poor dad in your prayers, because I mean, I know it's so hard to have that he lost his wife, but then, you know, he has 4 beautiful kids that can remind him of her and bring back all the memories they had, you know. So I'm sure he needs lots of help, lots of diapers and lots of help. 4 babies, I can't imagine. And especially doing it all on your own, you know, without your spouse. So anyways, let's kind of move on. The last thing I want to talk about, this video is going to be longer than I thought, but I didn't think I was going to get emotional and talk about all this, but I just kind of remembered it as I was talking. Like, I was going to mention it when I thought about doing this vlog. I was going to mention it before, and I kind of forgot about it, and then as I started talking about being blessed to be able to get pregnant, then it kind of came up. So anyways, so I have a few pregnancy apps that I just wanted to talk about. I have one that's called Baby Bump right here. And so these are really nice. Like, I feel like these days you don't necessarily need to go out and buy books. Maybe you can buy some books, but not as many as maybe you thought. Like, I know a lot of people recommended the book What to Expect When You're Expecting, but I feel like with these apps, they really like track my pregnancy. They give me information every single day, like new information every single day, and every app that I have gives me different information every single day. So I feel like there's like so much information from these apps that I don't really need to buy a book. They've been very informative, and I think it's funny because, for instance, like I will think about a topic, like for instance, the other day I was like thinking, gosh, you know, these migraines, these headaches, blah, 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 they suck. And then all of a sudden that day I get more information on that specific day on my app. It will talk about headaches, why they increase during pregnancy, stuff like that. So every time I start thinking of a topic, like it ends up showing up on my app. I'm just like, that is so weird. So I just think there's tons of information that you can get from apps these days. There's lots of different pregnancy apps. So I have that one, which is called Baby Bump. This one tracks how many weeks I am, tells me what semester I'm in, how many days I have left of my pregnancy. I can post weekly pictures of my belly to see how it's growing on there. It tells me the size of my baby every week. So like for instance, today I'm 20 weeks pregnant and the baby is 6.5 inches. It's like a small cantaloupe, and then it says the baby weighs 10.6 ounces. And then it just has like a little picture of the baby right there. And then it also, like today it says the most important meal of the day, and then it talks about breakfast, how it's like one of the most important meals of the day. I haven't read the whole thing, but I kind of briefly gone over it like before I did this video. So I need to read that. I like to read that every day, all the apps that I have. The other app I have is called P, and it's from WebMD. Oops, sorry, right here. So this one I really like. So this one, there's multiple things you can look at. So I'm gonna click on that, and then I can click on the different little dots there, and it tells me a little information. Like for instance, it says, at this age, your baby loves to put his feet and toes in the mouth. And then your baby sleeps now and can be awakened by noise and movement. From head to heel, your baby is in length as a papaya, 10 inches. So it's like about the same as the other app said, but it just gives a different fruit description. And then like it also shows like a woman's body. And if you click on that one, it will, and you touch the little dots, it will tell you exactly what's going on your body. So like during this week, it tells me what's going on. So it says the top of your uterus is even with your belly button. I know they say the uterus moves all the way up when you're 20 weeks. And the provider that I was talking to, she was trying to tell me, like, she's like, you could feel it. Like if you feel right above your belly button, you can feel where your uterus is, but I'm not sure that I can. So I don't know. And you have likely gained about 33% of your pregnancy weight. And then it says, feeling forgetful. This is a common complaint during pregnancy. Well, I could be very forgetful as it is, and it's just been worse during pregnancy. So, and then like it's talking about epidural today. I haven't read that yet. And then like the next one says, do you know what you're having, boy or girl? Troubled by acne, itching, or rashes. Like there's just so much information on these apps. They're just awesome. I love them. I love them so much. And they also have, like on this one here, this is the third one I have. It's called What to Expect. And I would imagine this is similar to the book, What to Expect When You're Expecting. So on this one, What to Expect, it kind of gives you the same rundown, like how many weeks you are, the size of your baby, how many weeks you have left. And then they always have this video, which I think is so cool. This lady will talk to you about about your baby and your pregnancy during that week. So I think that's pretty cool. And then on this one, it just gives you different like things you can click on. Like the first thing, it talks about, like it's a tip of the day, preventing gas. I haven't read any of these yet because like I said, today I'm 20 weeks and I just haven't gone through my app yet. Pregnancy proof in your kitchen, advice for first-time dads, do your Kegels, glucose test advice, and it kind of goes by week. So like if I missed a week, like say there's some weeks where I'm really busy and I didn't get a chance to go through this specific app, I can scroll through it and then it will give me all those like categories for the week before, like if I missed them. So it's really cool. And then people can share, like women can share stories like funny cravings or pregnancy stories, or I don't know, there's just different things that women can share. So I think it's really cool. I think the apps these days are so helpful, because I was thinking, you know, this is my first time being pregnant. I don't know what to expect. And I thought I was gonna have to buy all these books, but honestly, I love that the apps are just so helpful. They're right here on my phone. I can look at them whenever I want. I don't have to carry a big bulky book around. Although there is some books that I want, somebody highly recommended to me getting the Baby Wise book. There's Baby Wise, Toddler Wise, and Preschool Wise. I really want to get those books because I heard that it's really good to keep your kids on a good sleep schedule. So before I have the baby, I definitely want to buy that book. They have it in a bundle on Amazon, which I might buy. Or maybe I'll just buy the first one first and see how I like it. Now, I know the book works for some people and hasn't worked for other people because I talked to somebody else about it and it didn't really work for them. It just depends on your baby, but I would definitely try anything I can to get my baby on a good sleep schedule. So, because I know I love my sleep, so if I can get them to sleep through the night, I definitely am willing to try it because I want to be able to sleep through the night and let them. So before I show you my baby bump, I just wanted to say that I had purchased a few maternity clothes just like a few weeks ago. I got a pair of pants, which I'm wearing. I'll show you right now. I'm not sure how I feel about them. I bought a pair of shorts because here in Arizona it's already like in the 70s. Like I feel like our winter was so short here. So it's already in the 70s and the weather's just beautiful outside. Like if I wanted, I could wear shorts. So I just bought a pair of shorts and pants and I think a couple shirts. And I haven't really gone crazy with maternity clothes. I don't really want to spend a lot of money on them. All the other maternity clothes that I purchased were from Ross, which is so affordable. So I really don't want to spend too much money on maternity clothes. I've been mostly wearing like yoga pants like I mentioned in the last video. And honestly, I've gotten tired of wearing yoga pants. So I decided to get some maternity jeans. I'm going to show you them here, but I'm not really sure how I feel about them. This is the first time I'm wearing them today. So let's go ahead and show you my bump. So here's my belly. Isn't it crazy? It's grown so much in that month since the last video. Wait, I was 15 weeks. It's been 2 months. Oh my gosh, has it been 2 months since my last video? Was I 12 weeks in the last video or 15? I can't remember. Anyways, it's been like a month or two since my last video. And my belly has grown a lot. It's crazy. So, yep. There's my belly. Some days I feel pregnant and some days I don't. It's like, it depends what I wear. Like if I wear some loose clothes, I guess I don't feel so pregnant, but when I wear tighter clothes, I do. But I'm feeling pretty good today. I really feel great. So I'm happy about that. So I know it's hard to see with my shirt probably. But what do you guys think? I know some people were like, you're having a boy, but then people that I see in person, they're like, you're having a girl. Like I have a few friends are like, they have girls and they're like, you're having a girl. So I feel like it's a girl. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow and I'll have to let you guys know. Maybe after I come home from the appointment, I will just make a short vlog to post for you guys. I don't know. But oh my gosh, it's just crazy how much the belly grew. I think I've gained 12 to 13 pounds so far. And I'm 5 months, is that good? I don't know. They never said anything when I've gone to the doctor. Like I haven't seen it. They didn't say that I gained too much weight or anything like that. So anyway, these are the pants that I bought. Let's see if I can back this up. So these pants I had bought at Ross. I think they fit well, like from here down. But because they have that belly thing right here, I don't know. I feel like because they don't have like much of a waist right here, like a button or a zipper, which I really feels uncomfortable when you're pregnant, which is why I bought the maternity pants. I just feel like they keep falling down, like they're not tight enough around here. So I guess as I get bigger, they'll be better. But I feel like I have to keep pulling them up because they inch their way down, which is kind of annoying. So, and then after a while, these little bands, they start to annoy me. Like I bought those belly bands so I could wear my old jeans. And honestly, sometimes I just want to rip those things off. Like I can't even stand them. So, I don't know. I folded this down earlier. There's my belly. I don't care. Pregnancy is cute. Some people don't like showing their actual belly, but I don't mind. So, I started to get that line that you get when you're pregnant. It's funny because the line up here is like crooked. It's like right there. Like my belly button is off to the side, or this line off to the side, one or the other. But then it goes straight down from there, so it's crazy. Plus this is for my own memory, so I don't mind showing my belly. No stretch marks yet. I pray that I don't get stretch marks because my mom never got stretch marks with me, so hopefully I don't. But anyway, these are the jeans. They have little pockets in the back. Little pockets in the front. So they're okay. I mean, they're not bad for maternity pants. They kind of have a skinny leg. So I like them. The fact they're not tight right here on the waist, they keep falling down and I have to keep pulling them up, which is annoying the crud out of me. Alright guys, so that is it for this pregnancy vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry I have not been able to do the weekly vlogs. I will try. I might be able to get some in here and there, but I don't know about every single week. Although, like I said, I might decrease my hours at work. So if I do, that might help me or allow me to film a little bit more. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of it. We'll see. I plan on filming some more videos tomorrow, so I hope I can get a few pre-filmed videos, and that way I can get them up throughout the weeks when I'm busy. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate all your feedback, all your comments, all your tips, all your best wishes, everything. You guys are so sweet. I love you guys so much. Thank you for letting me share this with you guys, and thank you for letting me get emotional in front of you guys. That's something I don't like to do in front of people. But this is real life, and being pregnant can make you emotional, and those stories were just touching to me, so I just wanted to share them with you. So, thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!